Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Brown off the play fake. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4 sets. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Shotgun now, first round. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Stroud to throw again on second. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment in your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Buys time, rolling right. He shovels this one forward. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. Starts his return from the 23. Finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out. Here we go.
Running back motions right. From the gun, Stroud. Comes, this is Nolan. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Stroud to throw on 1st down. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans trim the lead to 1. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On 1st down, they'll run. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pressure coming for Darnold. On the move, headed right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Darnold. He rolls to his right. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. You're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Only quick, right?
3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception yet another one count.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He is stopped with authority there, but that's stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pistol snap, Darnold. Rose caught. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Kickoff. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Stroud. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Cut. Where's the hot?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
26 yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down, Texans.
And motion him out of the backfield left. First down throw by Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again! as he makes his third interception of this season. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. And now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Darnold off the play action. Absolutely fires this one right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. First and 10 from the 32.
On the quick, right?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. The right side, caught by Smith. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Stroud. He's got Smith again. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Darnold, first and 10. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's out of bounds just past looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 3 now. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So second down and a tougher 8 to go now following that delay of game. Back to throw it. He completes it in traffic. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break.
Here we go, son.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Ham's going to begin with a mix and run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that should be Seahawks football. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player. And that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. It's his target, that's Torrey Horton. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Rolling on first, here's Darnold. Garner with the grab. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, Darnold. Forced out to his right. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
In the red zone now. Brought in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He gets it headed right. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Texans 14. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. In the hands of Dell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at their 46-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And they pick him off again! Ernest Jones with the pick. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He takes it himself. Donald hit, and he fumbles it. And the Texans grab it. And what a hit. That nearly forced another fumble, but he hangs on to it on the return. Now, he got walloped after recovering that fumble, and he's still shaken up out there. They've got some trainers looking at him.
All right.
Stroud from the pistol. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the third. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Trying the right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they come, second down. Darnold looking to throw. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense to the line. Here we go. Running it with David Montgomery. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Hey, King. Okay.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Couldn't connect to a takedown. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. So that one looked like it didn't make it to midfield, and yep, that's correct. They're marking it out beyond the 45, but short of the midfield logo. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was taken down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Lady.
Now Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
To the air, Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Julian Love. They're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Defense getting in on the Farm Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. We'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. So it will be a 1st down, Texans.
And the Texans
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to throw. Stroud. Finding Collins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throw here. Third down. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Get it!
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, come on.
Here's the backup. First throw. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
It's a gain of 16.
It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Seahawks. First down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So early here for Charbonnet. Has to give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks getting closer to a 7-0 start.